Now the video here that you're fixing to see was gotten a bit long, but there was a lot cut and left on the floor, so hopefully it's not too lengthy. And without any further, let's go ahead and get started. This is a view of Minnie. You have to excuse me because out here in the sunshine it's a little tough to see my viewfinder here. So I'm going to do it the best I can. It's the front end of him. It's a 94 Falcon 190 on the Ford F-250 chassis. It has been doesn't use any oil. We bought it, had 104,000 on it. So, but if you're going to buy an older one, you better be ready, able, and willing to spend more money. Because when I got it home, I had to put 4 new tires on it. I wanted them to check the front end, make sure there wasn't going to be anything that was going to kill us. And at that point, I was the tires, that, and I put shocks on it, and there were the original shocks came off of it, so they'd had a good service run. But that was a little over $3 grand all total, so you know it adds up quickly. But you know, a person can drop a motor in that for probably 4,000 to 5,000, so you wouldn't be that bad if you had to redo a motor. But like I said, if you buy an older one, be ready, able, and willing to put money into it, because you're probably going to have to. You will find a cherry once in a while, but I bought this one sight unseen, just from the images from the ad online, and I was not disappointed. The wife was real nervous, but I've always been a risk taker, so it's not that big a deal. Excuse my bobbling here, but I'm having to traverse some ruts. It's April, so I'm still dry camping it. In this neck of the woods, you can still freeze hard between now and sometime in May will be when we flush the system. And like I said, this is in April. I want to replace both dump valves. I have them. I just need to get them done. The tanks are dry from being drained last winter, so shouldn't be a bad project, but want to get them done because one of them did show signs of a little leakage, so we'll just do them both, and we know what we're starting with. You can see the hitch, cargo rack. Going to change some things with that, but that's one of my forthcoming projects. It will make my life a little easier because the generator does not work. It acts like it's either choke or gas, but I'm going to have to do some more troubleshooting with him to see what we have or don't have. And this will get us around. I'll get us around the entire van. Well, I guess I'm maybe not going to get you around that side. Oh, the sun's probably high enough we're all right. We'll try it. So I slept in this morning. I enjoyed myself. And then that's the generator on the lower back end there that's with the grill in the door. Okay. Starting from the front, looking to the back. This is inside Minnie. You know, we're going to tie this in with our the one we did outside. But there's looking up out. I'm just trying to give you a little feel for kind of how it looks just right up here at the very front side. Oh. Yeah, and looking towards the back. You know, typical Class B, no excessive room, but still very livable. Okay, got myself up here. Let's take a look at the galley here so that you can get a look there. I'm going to try and turn this around in here and look up. You can see I have a microwave. I have only tested it, never have used it for cooking anything, but it, here it is functional. Will also be used for storage. I can store my paper plates and my paper plate holders in there. We'll come on down in here into the galley. We'll notice got the paper towels, light, a little rack, place for, I'm assuming, holding seasoning, etc. It's just been utilized by me for catching things at the present time. The sink, it's a single base sink. I do have a plastic tub that will fit inside it. I haven't brought it out to put in yet. It's still in the house. But this is, if you want to use a little tub, especially if you're dry camping, because you don't want anything going into your into the tanks while we're waiting. Here's the over the stove fan and light. The stove, the strap here holds us down, trying to keep it from rattling while traveling. It's rubber bumpered, but that keeps it from doing anything. It's a 2-burner stove. The fridge is not big. It's the Dometic. And as you can see, it's not huge, but it does work. Sometimes a little tough to regulate, but he does work. I gotta do a little work here, but we'll get to that. Yeah, gotta stay on top of stuff. Here's our under sink storage. I'm trying to keep a little flashlight going here to keep you so there's not a great deal of space, but it's pretty roomy. Haven't brought a pan out to put in it other than a saucepan, which has been used primarily just to heat little bits of water to feed the dog. Beneath that cabinet is the furnace access. Up here is some additional storage above the stove by the microwave. As you can see there, back over to the microwave. But haven't figured out where or what to put everywhere. Still a work in progress. Notice that this light fixture, those 2 light fixtures, that double light fixture, and those 2 light fixtures, been all changed out to LED bulbs. One of the first things I did, trying to conserve power, because with one house battery and only about 80 amp hours somewhere along that line, you can't be wasting too much. We have storage up here in the above the bed or the little dinette area. It's the same on both sides. Haven't figured out what we're doing there yet. It may end up being that's where we store clothes, or it may not be. Let's roll back down there so you can see that there's some of our stuff in our thermostat. The switch for the water heater, an alarm, generator Hobbs meter, which the generator isn't working. I may or may not spend the money to fix it. I carry a portable one at the present time. And that's the where you can tell what's going on. It's the monitor set there that you can see. See, the voltage is showing low, but we're putting a charge on him, and the tanks are empty, the propane's full. Here's additional storage. This was a closet in the original design for hanging. Previous owner has shelved it, so they had place to shelve to carry different things. We have used it to carry clothes and you know, shaving gear, you know, the ditty bag stuff. The door below down here is that door right there. Which changes that somebody has done. It has been utilized. What is that area is taken up by the power cable. So we've lost that storage. Now then, continuing this loop. Okay, don't you notice that little magnet strip there, or the little strip for magnet? That's here on the door, and somebody ingeniously put that there. Works really well because it holds the door. There was a curtain on here at some point in time, and the harbor and everything is still here, which could be, we could put a lightweight curtain on that to slide back and forth, be able to retain it, you know, off to one side or the other, to add for privacy in for using the head. Now there's the shower head. If it's an on and off, I haven't figured it out. But it's also cozy enough, tight enough in here. I don't know that I really want to take one in here. If I was boondocking, I could probably figure out a way to live with it. Just to clean up a little bit rather than being totally filthy. But it came with 2 TVs in it. This TV is tied to the internal antenna, which I assume is molded into the fiberglass up here. I did read somewhere, somebody said that it's in the handrail up here on the roof, but I don't know that that's the case. May or may not be, but you know, somebody may know far more than I do. The second TV is there. It also has a built-in DVD player, which I have used, and it is kind of nice to be able to watch a movie whenever you're setting out to try and kill some time. This is the overhead area. It's over the driver's and passenger seat, which is quite a bit of room here. We will be using it for storage. Powering, we do have a fantastic fan. It does function. I have set it and played with it. It does work. I need to do some remedial work to the trim, but that's projects, you know. There's a never-ending list with these things. Yeah, the video you just finished seeing was a little lengthy, and I'm not going to take too long here. I hope you enjoyed being introduced to Minnie. And this way maybe you see something and fixing something, you'll be able to piece the two together. Anyway, thanks for watching. We enjoyed it. We enjoyed making it for you. Thanks.